welcome to Rivals of Waterdeep Season 3.
Whoop, whoop. Yes.
Whoop, whoop. Everyone is named Whoop Whoop today. So we're going to go around the table and everyone introduce who you are and what your character name is, starting with Tanya.
Hey, I'm Tanya. Sorry, Celisa's a little raspy today, but my character is Celisa Storio. My pronouns for myself and my character are she, her.
I'm Brandon Stennis. I play Ren Leodon. I am a sorcerer. Pronouns are he, him.
I am Cicero Holmes. Pronouns he, him. And I am playing Perrin Underbow, your halfling bard. He is also he, him.
I'm Surena Marie, playing Ashbourne. My pronouns for both of us are she, her, and she is a half-elf ranger.
I am Carlos Luna. I am playing Knock Knock, the half-orc fighter, and my pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Shareef Jackson. I am playing Shaka and a bunch of other NPCs. And I am your brand new, spanking new DM.
Yes!
Oh, it's craziness happening. Wow. Oh, yeah. Just saying that is pretty cool, actually. Well, believe it or not, I was saying that in the mirror last night.
I'm the DM.
I'm the DM.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the DM now. Yeah, so I know that at the end of our season 2 premiere, we did do a quick recap of the season, but I did want to do another quick recap just for people that might be either like jumping in now or just like a really quick one about where your characters are at this point of the story. So who wants to start with where their characters are? I think Knock Knock is probably the easiest.
Probably easiest.
Yeah.
It's like at home eating a sandwich or something.
Yeah, exactly. He's like binging like Netflix. Wow.
With his broken foot or something?
Yeah, exactly. He broke his leg during a training montage with Zarash. Yeah. So he's been chilling.
Yeah, he's watching Knock Knockos. Knock Narcos.
Oh, my God.
Well, good night, folks.
And that's where Perrin is. That's the current state of Perrin right now, telling awful jokes.
But all of season 2 took place within about
24 hours.
24 hours, the whole season.
Yeah. That's too much like events for my own life to happen.
I know.
So much stuff happened.
Yeah, it was, as we said before, it was the 24. It was the Jack Bauer 24.
Oh my God.
But
no
D&D.
cougars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No one getting chased by cougars. Where's Ashbourne at the end of last season?
Oh, no. At the end of last season, she is on her way up to go. There's kerfuffling and a bunch of stuff happening in that underground creepy room that we were in from that guy, Merrick.
Yes.
Merrick's workshop.
Yes.
Trying to find Melanie. So I guess if we're to start back, it all started with like people were missing, right?
Yes, that's right. People in the South Ward and the Dock Ward of Waterdeep were being kidnapped. And Zaraj kind of sent us out on our first mission after training for 3 months to investigate.
Right. And our entire mission was supposed to be easy. It was just like, hey, people are missing. Why don't you find out information and bring that information back to me?
Started so simple.
That's what always happens.
And on our way there, we immediately run into Melanie, who is just ignoring us and being like the worst human.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep. She's being a politician. She's trying to organize the common folk there, basically.
Yep. And after lighting lots of buildings on fire and discovering many, many grell and an underground labyrinth.
Yeah. And also there was another big discovery. Ren, you discovered
Yes.
Nim.
Oh, yeah, Nim.
In a box.
My little robot friend. Nim was a robot that I found Ren found in a little box, and he was trying to find his purpose in life. And, Ren kind of took upon, I guess, like a friendship with him because he knows what it's like to be alone. And Nim kind of during season 2 was trying to find his purpose, and in the final episode he found it.
He did.
Yeah.
He's been around for a very long time trying to find his purpose, and he ended up really saving us at the end of the season. So
I'm getting all emotional before you start. I'm like, oh damn,
Yeah,
sorry.
so,
Okay, Carlos Jr.
yeah, so rip Nim. Save us. Yeah. What about Celise? What kind of journey did she go
Oh
through?
boy, that
last
was a
season?
whole lot of
Was a lot.
emotion. Celise is kind of, well, I know what I'd normally say, but we're trying to keep it a little clean. Celise is really messed up emotionally because that's her backstory was not something she was ready to share, and to have them see her pain out there just it's like here's my heart, you see it shattered right here, and then having Rin watch over her like that. She's not okay, and she's also just kind of laying on a roof bleeding right now from a stab wound.
Yeah.
So she's hurt both literally and physically. So the walls may come back up just for her own protection. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. We had a nice flashback with your wife, Mal,
Yeah.
and we kind of saw your interactions, and we saw basically how you lost her.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very, very touching, and I think it was a cool dive into relationships, that we have and stuff like that.
Yeah, it really kind of like got to me after the season finale too. I was like, I need to go sit down.
I re-listened to season 1 and 2 in preparation for this, and yeah, I was definitely, even though I knew exactly what was coming, I was like, "Damn you, Carlos!"
we need a damn you, Carlos email.
Yeah, we do, or just like a card.
I had a question about that. It was just someone, Carl, POC D&D sent us all interview questions, and one of my questions was something about how I write, or what's the guy's name who wrote Game of Thrones?
George R. R. Martin.
Yeah. It's like, you're like him, but without sex.
Right.
I believe her name's like
The
backwards.
unsexy.
Wow.
And I was like, I really had to think, like, why did I write like that? And when I thought about it, I was like, I spent 6 years in Chicago doing improv, trying to make people laugh. And I think when it was all done, I started doing D&D and shows like this. And I'm like, I just wanted to cry. I think that's what it was. Like, I just wanted to cry with my audience. And I think that was a big part. So, thanks for that question, Carl. My therapist thanks you. Got a couple more sessions out of her for that. But yeah.
Sweet, yeah. And finally, Perrin, what kind of journey did you go through?
Well, Perrin was all over the place. So he made a hit song.
October.
Yeah.
With your lovely backup dancers.
Yes, he had some backup dancers and
Backup clappers.
Yeah, backup clappers and performers, and wound up getting closer to just about everyone. And closer with Celise means that I get aggressively slapped when she wasn't healed.
But she healed you.
Right, when she heals me. I guess the biggest thing that happened in Perrin's life is that Rin and Shaka received some insight by the way of going into Perrin's head. And then they found out that Perrin may not be Perrin, or that like there is some confusion about whether or not Perrin Underbow is who he says he is. But otherwise, he seems pretty trustworthy and just kind of roguish. And a little bit of a scoundrel, but a lovable scamp.
A lovable scam.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And as for Shaka, he really grew a lot. I think that, ever since kind of season 1, he was a little apprehensive about like the team and sort of, and especially because he was kind of hiding this relationship with his patron, who is the Xanathar. So he didn't want really to like reveal that to the team, and he still hasn't. But he has had it blocked ever since Montgomery. No. Ever since the Intellect Devourer fried his mind worm, and it kind of made this kind of psychic block. So he's chilling. He's always looking for puzzle ecstasy, I believe I called it.
Ecstasy. That's so weird.
Always looking for
Very
puzzle
weird.
ecstasy.
Very weird.
You know,
That's a little strange.
It makes me laugh more
Shock
than
is
it's
a weird
appropriate.
guy. He's a weird guy.
You got me there.
Yeah, and one thing that I wanted to mention about Rin that ended last season was good old Melanie.
Oh yeah.
She had a map. This is a map that Shaka originally designed. That the
demons?
the Cambion Deviona, I believe, made it so that we could see all the people in Nightstone on it, and that you could basically send people to Nightstone and send the other person back. But as we saw, they were definitely changed when they got back. Melanie sent Rin to Nightstone. And we ended the season with Ren, looking up at a big dome.
But we don't know, or the characters don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes.
His
Yeah,
fate,
yes.
ultimately.
Yes. True. Yes. Because Celeste did suspect it, but we don't have an absolute guarantee. But we did see that Melanie and Rin were on the rooftop of the apothecary alone, and Melanie did send you there.
Because we found Ren's
Yeah.
gold
Yes.
ear.
His a
His
gold ear,
gold tips.
and we knew that. Yeah, his.
I want to see your grills.
Exactly. Then that whole Nelly song started playing. It was great. It was fantastic. Yeah. So, you guys ready?
Let's get it in.
Yeah.
So quick.
Get in here.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So much on my mind that I can't recline. Blast holes in the night till she bled sunshine. Waterdeep is a changed city. Something's bubbling at the surface. For the first time in a while, people all across the city feel hope. A sense of justice amidst the perceived corruption of the City Watch and the mass lords. Over 100 people died in the apothecary fire in a war no one ever cared about. People assumed that they were the lowest of the low and that no one would fight for them, that they would just be forgotten. But this time, their killer actually faces justice. Merrick sits in a jail cell, rotting away. This time, the bad guys actually got caught. Some even say he wandered around in a stammer, freely admitting that a lively group of adventurers deserved the Stone of Galore. The stone. Are the legends true? There are now a lot of new believers, and many people are seeking this party out to help them with their own adventures. And as time closes in on the high summer and Agharon's celebration, the party is in a very strange place. We open with them in an old warehouse where they used to train with the master assassin, Zarash. He hasn't been seen or heard of in weeks, but that's nothing new. Here they sit thinking about the party member that they lost. The party knows that they could either try to pay money to buy Rin out with the risk of him coming back different, or they can try to find Melanie and use that map. There is no other way, or is there? So we're going to open. You guys are in the warehouse. Obviously, Rin is not there. It's been 3 weeks. Knock, knock, I'll say, has been fully healed at this point. What are you guys doing?
What time of the day is it?
Morning.
Unseen servants? I am hungry.
Okay.
Make me
And
breakfast.
once you see that, we kind of see a very wavy apparition, kind of like a little kind of Tasmanian devil, like tornado, that kind of whips up, and then all you see is pots and pans in the air, and like a fire is a going, and then all of Perrin's favorite treats, because he never really asked the rest of the party about what they like, but all of Perrin's favorite treats are being fried up.
That's very on brand.
I think Knock Knock is by the couch area, going through the cushions, looking for any type of money he can find and collect. He's been trying to save up to buy Ren back. So he's going through the cushions, looking for stuff. Can I roll on that?
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
see what I find?
Yeah, it's for sure.
Okay, what would that be?
I would say
What is, yeah,
Maybe
what's
sleight
like,
of hand? Thing?
I guess sleight
Or
of
just,
hand.
just a
but
perception.
I guess it's a perception, yeah.
Just a perception roll.
it's a 7.
Okay. Okay. You find 2 twigs and a ball of dust.
He's just like looking at 2 twigs, ball of dust in the other hand. He's just like, might have to hold on to these. And he puts it, he like looks around for a safe place to keep it, and he puts it in the other cushion, like puts it in the
So Ash is sort of on the other end of the room, and she's working with chips. Like, they have a bunch of paper on the ground and with paint, and she's been trying to convince you guys like reasons why we should kill Melanie or find Melanie. And they've been gradually becoming less violent because you guys have been shooting her ideas down a little bit. So she's trying to do like a 3-point presentation of why we should like take down Melanie. But it's like crudely drawn drawings instead of like a PowerPoint.
Hey, what's that drawing right there?
That's what's it called? A snare trap.
Okay, but it's not gonna kill her, right?
No, it's not gonna kill her. It's just gonna like get her. It's gonna snatch her and put her in a tree.
Yeah, but you have half of her in the tree,
And the other half
is
is-
on the bottom. So that leads me to believe,
It's a snap trap.
yeah, that she's dead though.
No, okay.
I can't sign off on any of these things, Ashbourne.
What if instead of the little knife I have in the center of the
Okay.
rope,
Yeah.
I put in
Something soft.
I
That also allows her to breathe too.
see what you're doing.
I'm trying to keep her alive. That's what I'm really trying to do.
What if it is a rag? Just like a dirty rag. So she's grossed out and she hates it.
Oh yeah, okay.
But she's
don't-
alive.
See, you have 2 extremes, right? So like one of them is like cut her in half, hang her in a tree, and then the other one is dirty rag, which you haven't explained the application of it yet.
Okay, Ash, I want you to roll persuasion because I want to see if Knock Knock and the rest of the crew actually buy this.
No, this checks out. That is a 9.
Okay, so they buy it a little bit, I would say. They kind of see the feasibility.
You can keep going for sure, but
But we lure her with little treats. That's how we get her in our trap. Just little tiny treats. She's like a rich person. So like cakes.
So
like little
Celise-
cakes. Okay, I'm on board with little cakes.
Celise just like throws her dagger between these two because she's sick of hearing them argue. She's like, she needs to die. We haven't found Rin. She needs to die. End of.
But
No.
she knows why Rin is there.
So we get the information and then we kill her. She still needs to die.
Okay, so this is where Shaka jumps in, and just for everybody on the thing, I have the same voice as Shaka. I will always announce when Shaka is talking. So like he's like, look, everybody, I know. Look, we gotta get Melanie. It's been weeks, okay, but I really want to start a ritual with you guys because I really miss Rin, and I think we should take some time every morning before we go out to try to remember Rin. Right? And like just try to remember some of the cool things that he did. I mean, he's not dead. Well, we hope he's not dead.
Yeah, I hope he's not dead.
But like I still want to like, you know, I want to like, you know, say a cool memory about him, you know, and I feel like that'll give me the energy to keep going. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm on board.
That's really beautiful.
yeah, cool. So
You're gonna go first?
you know, usually the person that gives a suggestion, you know, they throw it out there, but sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Sure, I can go first. Sure. So remember when we were like on the high road, on the way to Waterdeep,
Yeah.
and we were attacked by all those like random Daggerford guys.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And do you remember when? So most of Rin's story involved lighting people on fire.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
do you remember
so
when
cool.
you totally lit that lord on fire?
Yeah, and then Knock Knock thinks back, and he just sees like Ren standing there smiling, like giving him the thumbs up, and there's a guy on fire slowly running.
Yeah.
remember that.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Anyone else got anything they want to share about our buddy?
Remember when he like ran off on a date for like 3 days and got married?
Yeah, I'm still wondering about that.
Yes, my most fond memories of Rin are that he has no problem giving in to his most primal urges. So
What stories do you have?
You said that very strangely, man.
Because it was kind of a PU.
Oh, okay, I get it.
That is
I
the
get
first PU of the season, so I will allow it. Even though it was very, very creepy.
it. Yeah, the season of the summer. The summer season.
The summer.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys might not know this, but so I have it. Sometimes it's hard for me to sleep, and Rin, he doesn't really sleep at all. So sometimes when I'm having insomnia, Rin and I will chat, and we would, I don't know, he would just talk about like all of you guys, and we also have a secret handshake.
Oh.
A secret handshake?
Yeah, between Rin and I, and I haven't done it in a long time, and I just miss him so much.
Oh.
You can show me. You could show me a secret handshake.
Well,
and
it
I'll
wouldn't
do
be
it.
a secret then, knock knock.
Or we could,
I'll forget it right away.
but we could have a different handshake.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm into like different layers of subterfuge, you know.
I want to roll to see if I know what that word means.
For sure.
It's intelligence,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That would totally be intelligent.
Okay.
You don't know what it is.
Okay. Nat 20!
So nat 20.
So not only do you know what the word is,
But can someone tell me what that word means? Because I don't know what it is.
Lying.
yes.
Like deceit.
Oh, okay.
But
lying.
now you really didn't know what it meant.
I really didn't know.
It's a real life.
I tried to play it off of my dumb character.
Real life role. So like, not only do you know what the word means, but you know all the roots, and you've actually used it with your class.
Okay.
With your own class.
Yeah. I don't even mention it. I don't think he even mentions it. He just like shakes his head like, that word of the day, toilet paper, is really playing out for me right now. That's what he thinks.
That was amazing. Wait to use the nat 20s.
I know. Get them all out of the way right now.
in the game. Yeah. So Shaka says, guys, anybody notice that when Rin doesn't think anyone's looking, he just like starts dancing? Anyone ever see him just
Oh, yeah.
randomly
Yeah.
dancing around?
I hear that. Is that what he's doing? He's dancing in there?
That's what Chips tells me.
It looks incredible, and it kind of looks like this. So I'm gonna roll performance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's see how close it is.
I got a 7, so I do a very, very bad robot.
Yeah, it probably looks exactly like that.
I want everybody to roll performance.
Or I'm going to be dancing right now.
Yeah, I want everyone to roll
Celeste is not.
performance.
That is a 17.
17.
Oh, I got a 7.
Okay, all right. So everyone recognizes Knock Knock's dance and like Perrin's dance as looking very similar to like what you guys have seen.
Oh, yeah. We're voguing.
You guys are synced up voguing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't even practice this.
Yeah.
It's just when it feels right.
Yeah. So look, guys. I'm not trying to be silly. I just feel like we need to balance out, like the darkness we've had over the last 3 weeks. Things have been really down, and I know that like we really wanted to rush out and like find him like the next day, but we realized we really had to rest up and get like mentally ready. So
And Waterdeep's scary.
yeah,
The guards, there's actual like, I don't know, consequences.
there are consequences.
I'm not used to living in a place where I have consequences.
Oh, only things that you do.
Yeah.
Only causes, no effects. Okay. Sweet. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna go to Rin.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. All right. So Rin, you awaken on a road, seemingly near that tavern that you visited so long ago with your team. You have none of your weapons. You have different clothes on. But now that tavern is boarded up and it's empty. The obelisk is far in the distance, filling the sky with magical energy. Its tip points directly up to the top of the dome as if it's trying to scratch it. Meanwhile, the townspeople are like going about as if everything is normal. What do you do?
Oof. Okay. So it's been 3 weeks. Is the time still like?
So for you, it's been like an instant. This is like the instant that you got.
Oh,
actually
okay.
teleported
It's soon.
over.
Okay. So Ren is just like still shocked, and he's like, "Okay, well, how do I get out of here? Like he's like talking to himself. He's like, how do I get out of here? I need to find someone alive because I can't do this by myself.
Okay. Do you want to try and find someone? Do you want to roll to see if you can find someone?
Yes. Let's do that.
Yeah, roll.
What would it be?
Roll perception. Yeah.
Perception. Okay. 16, 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, so you see a pretty large orc that's like walking across the street in the opposite direction.
Okay.
So do you run up to the orc? Do you call out? What do you do?
Ren's gonna walk up to him or run up to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you start running, the whole scene shifts. Orc disappears. You're on a different street in Nightstone, and now it's snowing. Okay.
Okay.
That's awesome.
How can this be? The snow drops very violently and quickly, and it covers the land in a blissful, quiet blanket. All that can be heard is the piercing sound of the wind and the methodical pacing of people, everybody taking a deep breath. Each deep breath brings in more cold into your lungs, right? Each like exhale sounds increasingly labored. You are freezing and surely will not last long if you stay out in the cold.
Okay. So obviously Ren is shivering, and he tries to think of like survival skills. Because like, is there any like houses or buildings around or anything?
You can roll to see.
Okay. Let's see.
Because you're kind of in like a blizzard.
And what would that be? Okay, survival.
Yes.
Well,
actually,
I got it too. So
Okay. So,
Oh, no.
okay. So all you see is white, but like as you kind of extend your like hands out, you do bump into what appears to be a wall.
okay. So I want to follow that wall to see like what it is, because obviously that has to be like a building or something. So Ren's gonna like try to look around to see if there's like a door or a window or something.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, sure. Okay, so as you move along the wall, it's really hard to move. The wind is like right in like your face. You do feel like an indentation that could be a door, but you don't really see any doorknobs or anything like that.
Can I try? Well, can Ren try to like bust out or like try to ram into it?
Yeah, roll a strength.
All right, let's see. I don't have strength on here.
It's like one of your main ones.
Let me see. Oh, let me go back.
Yeah, it's like in the main. On D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay. 15.
15. Oh, that's definitely enough. You bust through the door. You like fall on your face, basically. You don't take any damage though. And right before you, in a very empty inn, is Corson, who was one of the other Cambions that we met that we have not seen since the first season. And he just says, "I remember you." What do you do?
I'm freezing. Do you have anything that like can cover me? I think I'm gonna die if I don't get any blankets or anything.
Freezing? Why are you freezing?
Do you not see it's snowing outside?
Well, why don't you look behind you? And when you look, it's a bright sunny day.
What is happening? I'm still cold. I need something.
Oh, humans. I'm bored. There are 1,000 of you here. You're all boring. Very, very boring.
Wait, there's more people besides you? I haven't seen anybody in a long time, and I'm trying to get back. I don't want to be here. Can
A
you help
long
me,
time?
please? Yeah.
As far as I know, you just got here.
It's just like the seasons keep changing, and people, every time I try to talk to someone, things change and disappear. I need help. I can't be here. I can't be here.
Well, I said I was bored, so yes, I do sometimes change things around inside of the dome.
So you've been doing this?
You're a smart one.
Can you stop this?
No,
I'm cold.
I cannot.
I'm really cold.
No, I cannot. Also, I'll say that the cold is kind of in your mind.
Okay.
So when you realize it, you're not cold because, you're not cold anymore.
Okay.
I'll just say that as
Perfect. Okay.
yeah. I probably should have handled that mechanically. But first time DM. Yeah. So he says, "Look, I'm so bored. You people are so dumb that I have a bet with Deviona that if I give one of you the chance to escape, very simple task, you won't even be able to do it."
Wait, I will do it, but what does it entail?
I mean, you'll try for sure. Will you succeed?
I'll do anything. I can't be here. I have to go. I have to go back.
You know, you like gold.
Yes.
Who did you look at when he said
I don't know where it's like your man's like. I was thinking if it was
Office.
me or Red. I was like, Red likes gold. Me personally,
That's a good point. That like totally was.
like broke the fourth wall?
That was absolutely a Jim Halper like response to Dwight. Look, that is very, very good. Okay, how about do you find something that's very important to me?
What is it?
Well, I'll give you a clue. 2 bodies in one. The longer I stand, the faster I run. And then he like crosses his arms, and then all of a sudden that he disappears, and the inn is packed with people, like absolutely packed. So like you're in the middle of like just people just talking and like just like conversations, all like around. What are you doing now?
Am I supposed to kill people? Like, that's like.
What was the
that's
line?
like-
What was the line? Sorry.
2 bodies in one. The longer I stand, the faster I run.
Oh, I'm not good at riddles. So Red is not good at riddles either.
It rhymes, so it must
But
be a riddle.
I feel like yeah, I gotta kill people. Wait, 2 in 1, right?
Yep.
Okay, but I have no weapons.
You have no
Right.
weapons.
Oh Lord. Okay, so and I'm in like you said an inn or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's so you can roll perception to see
Okay.
if you can notice the aspects of the end.
All right, let's see. That's, Lord. 7.
Okay, you see a bunch of people. That's it.
Okay, so Ren is gonna start like looking around to see like what's around because like obviously he has the weapons. So I guess I want to go to a kitchen area because that's probably where most of the things that are stabby would be.
Why don't Nice. Ren's ready for murder. Okay. Why don't you do 3 perception checks?
Okay.
No, I actually no. Investigation check.
Investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5.
Okay.
Ooh, 20.
Ooh.
And
Nat 20?
No, it wasn't that.
Oh,
yeah. 10.
Okay. All right. So you don't see where the kitchen is.
Okay.
But you do see that amongst the crowd way at the end, there's like a little elf at like a desk that appears to be facing a door.
Okay. So Ren's gonna like walk up and be very like, normal, not trying to murder anyone. So he's just gonna just like, just gonna walk up.
Wait. I want you to roll performance because like I want to see how you walk up.
Okay, let's
That's a low bar for normal.
let me see. 20. No. Yeah, 20. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you look completely normal, right? Like the innkeeper is not suspicious at all. You just look like a regular patron.
This is not a killer?
Not a killer.
completely normal.
Yeah, you won't stab anyone. It's fine.
Yeah, and he says, "I hope you're enjoying yourself."
I for some reason, I don't know why, but Ren has like all of a sudden a British accent. I was just wondering if you had a room for a person like me.
Okay, so I am going to give you inspiration on that, meaning that you can re-roll any role that you have in the future.
Okay.
So like it like gives you advantage on like anything you want. Okay. Oh, you sound really important.
Yes, I'm from a very prestigious town called Waterdeep, but I'm here by myself trying to find a place to sleep for the night.
Oh, I never heard of Waterdeep. Do you have a reservation?
I do not, but can I get one?
Well, it depends. How much gold do you have?
None. Right now.
I thought you were rich. I thought you were important.
I left my wallet in my car. No, there's no cars. In my wagon. But in my wagon. But I was trying to see if, on goodwill, you would let me stay.
You like your Honda Civic? No. I'm just kidding. Well, you know what? I've never really heard your accent before, but it's really fancy.
It's quite fancy from certain places out of this world.
I'll be willing to maybe lend you some credit. Do you know what credit is?
What is credit?
Because you're pretty rich, so you probably don't do stuff on credit.
Yeah, we don't do those
Well,
kind of
it's like this
things.
thing that we extend to like the poor people.
Oh, those
When like they
people.
can't afford it, and like we like put their name on a list.
I do not want to be on any list, but yes, that's fine. Yeah,
Well, like you
whatever
got to be
works.
on the list if you want a room.
I guess I will put my name on a list.
All right, so like he like hands you this huge ledger, and what do you do with it? Do you put your name in the list?
Ren's gonna sign it. Ren's gonna sign it.
Okay. So I want to see how fancy your signature is. I want to see if it's basically a nat 1 is like a doctor's like signature, or just like a scribble,
Oh,
and like a
Lord.
nat 20 is just like a perfectly looking. So like I want you to, what would you roll? I guess let's just say a sleight of hand.
Okay.
It's not real. Well, whatever. We'll say that.
Here we go. 19.
Okay, it looks great. It looks great. Yep. And he shows you upstairs to room 101.
Oh, 101. That's my favorite number.
Yep.
Okay.
So he stands by the door, and like he like it says, "Okay, great." And then he just like kind of stands there with his hand out.
Oh, am I supposed to shake your hand? or,
Are you saying that to him?
oh, wait. I'm asking outside. Oh, no.
No, this is what Rindo. Tell me
Okay,
what Rindo
well,
does.
I will shake your hand, sir.
Okay, do you actually go to shake it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rin like goes and like got shakes hands. He's like, oh, thanks.
I just wanted to make sure that our, obligation was fulfilled and finished, Very proper people would do that.
Okay, so he stammers down the stairs, but he does not look happy. He does not look happy at all. And then you go in your room, and we're gonna go back to the rest of the party. While Ren is enjoying the accommodations from Mickey Mouse, apparently. Okay. Who? I'll give you guys a choice here. Who, over the past 3 weeks, would you say has been trying to attune to the Stone of Galore?
Oh.
Because we've had it. Perrin brought up last episode that anyone can attune to it, as that it's not just like Merrick. So I'll say one person has been trying to attune to it.
Who grabbed it from the?
Oh, me.
It was
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Perrin is 100%.
Okay.
Trying?
Too.
Sleeping with it, putting it under
Yes.
pillow. Yeah.
All right. So then,
Perrin's all about shenanigans. Come on.
okay. So I want you to roll 3 Arcana rolls, 1 for each week.
Oh dear.
Oh, careful.
No disadvantage. But those dice were bad. So this dice is better. Yeah, it is. 21. 18.
Okay. All right.
Rolling that one.
So on the first week, you try, you sit there, you're doing these weird, mental things, you're trying to, do this. And the stone rejects you. And when the Stone of Galore, rejects you, it essentially orders you to place it somewhere else and then erases your memory of it. So on the first week, you don't even remember that you have it. But on the second week, when like someone actually delivers it to you because you've claimed it, and now to everybody else, it seems like you're like just trying to push the responsibility on someone, but you honestly don't remember it. You do connect with it. Okay. So now we're gonna role play the connection that you have with the stone, because the stone is like a sentient. So like this is like the point of like connection. Okay. All right. Perrin,
Hello.
do you know who I am?
Well, if I had to guess, I would guess you're the stone.
The stone is but a form. I have been looking for adventurers for a long time. People that are worthy of the secrets that I hold. From the Lord.
Well, if anyone's worthy of secrets, it's Perenunderbo.
I've been looking for a group of adventurers, but you have chosen to attune to me. And then all of a sudden, you see a image of your family. The family that, well, okay, I'll say the family that was in your head that, you know, during the projection with Montgomery.
Yes.
So like there's a image of like them, and he basically says, "Would you like them back?"
This is some sort of trick?
It's a simple question. Many cannot resist their greatest desires.
If there's anything that Perenunderbo has learned, there are no simple questions. There are always tricks. Why? Why would you want me to have them back?
That is a question that only you can answer. I have no wants. I just deliver information.
Well, if there is information that you can deliver, then I guess I do want my family back. Where is Rin Leodon?
Okay, so at that moment, when you accept the desire, the stone disappears. Okay, and so now we're in the now we're back to present time in the third week after that conversation, after we're doing the dances and like all that stuff, and all of a sudden the stone appears right before us.
Did it take Perrin's memory again?
It did not take your memory this time.
Okay.
And like also, did you tell the rest of the party what happened? Because like this was all like in your mind.
Right. I did not.
Okay. All right. So yes.
Perrin did not.
Yes. Right. Yeah. So the stone appears like before you guys.
Okay, what?
Oh, it's so creepy.
Chips goes over and like kind of like sniffs it and like nudges it with his nose a little bit, and Ash picks it up.
Okay.
Oh, don't pick it up. It looks like it's slimy. Why is it shiny?
Yeah,
Put that down.
this is yours. I was giving it to you, right?
Please unhold it.
Unhold it. I just drop it.
Salisa's just staring at it with like this malicious sneer, like, where did that thing come from?
The stone has power.
Yeah, we know.
It kind of goes wherever it wants.
Well, it wants to be here. Did it say something, or did it look at you weird? I thought you said you lost it.
Well, and now it's found.
Oh, that makes sense.
Nothing shady here. Everything's up and up.
Okay. So this is when Shaka says, "Perrin, didn't you try to attune to it?"
Yes, I did.
And there's that week where you kept forgetting it, and Chips kept bringing it to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you tell us what knowledge that it holds?
I wish that I could. But I don't know.
Okay, I think someone else needs to try to attune to it. The legends I've read.
No.
No?
Do not attune to it.
Well, we need it. We need it to find treasure.
We do need this.
We can get Ren out with this.
We need this. I need to do it.
Why?
No one else.
That's not an
No one
answer.
else. No one else can do what I can do.
Chips is like licking the stone a little bit.
Yeah, it's like nudging over.
And Sleece just goes over and picks it up and is like, so why? What's the big deal with the stone that only you can do this, Baron?
Because I've already done it.
But you don't know anything.
Exactly. So give me time.
Are you?
We don't have time. We don't know where Ren is. So we're supposed to
Time is all we have.
So Ash kind of raises an eyebrow to Perrin right now, and I want to roll an insight to see if he's lying to us.
Sure. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, actually, I want you to roll a
I'm gonna roll
deception
one
as
too.
well.
I'm gonna roll an insight check because Sleece is like, whatever, dude.
It's a 12.
And what'd you get?
What am I? I'm doing deception?
Yes.
Oh, I got a 23.
Okay, I don't.
I got an 18. I didn't.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
got
But hold on, knock knock is going to
Knock knock with the big die.
go -1 intelligence. He can't even get it.
Big die energy from knock knock.
12.
Sleece just walks away.
We coined that first.
Yeah, big die energy.
Big die energy.
Sorry, big die energy, but it failed. You guys all buy it.
Yeah.
You guys think that, you guys buy it?
Well, if he's the only one that can attune to it, then maybe he just needs more time.
Wait, I don't think he's the only one that can attune to it, though. When we were with a Merrick said only one person could. And Perrin, I believe you said that anyone could attune to it.
Exactly.
But you already did it, you
Please
said.
understand, Shaka. One person can attune to it, and I already have.
Then tell us what it told you.
It hasn't told me anything worth repeating.
I believe it. It's probably just rude.
Well, look at who
it's
it's
like,
tuned to.
what? No. It doesn't actually say that, but it's a thinking that. It's like,
It made me an offer that I couldn't refuse, but I did. For us. For Rin.
Wait, what was the offer?
It was to give me back something. But it wasn't. It is what I want. But it's not what I need. And what we need is to find our friend.
okay, this is ridiculous. It's been 3 weeks and you're playing these games. We don't have time for this. Shaka is going to grab the stone.
From
and
me?
Celise?
yes, he's going to attempt to grab the stone from Celise. Okay. So we got to do a contested strength check. And Shaka does have zero strength.
That was a parent laugh. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh boy.
Ooh, not good.
My strength. So 13.
Yeah, you definitely beat him. So he's tugging it and you're just kind of just standing there
Like, I'm just like, you can't take it. I'm bigger than you. No, you're
Yep.
taller than me, but I'm
Yeah.
holding on to it.
yeah. And he's like, Celise,
Yes.
we've got to do something with this. Give
I
me
know.
the stone.
Why?
Because I need to attune to it. No one else is willing to do it.
I'm holding it. None of you have asked me.
Good point. Celise,
Yes.
someone needs to do it. Perrin, you're holding out something. I don't know what it is.
There is nothing else that I am holding out. I have told you everything that I know. It has not told me anything.
Okay.
About the stone,
Yes.
with it,
Yes.
it only helps us find treasure. Can it help us find people? Because maybe we could use a stone to figure out where Melanie is, unless she's been high profile and we know where she is.
Okay. Well, I don't think so. if I remember about reading about the stone, it just holds the memories of the Lord that embezzled the gold.
Okay.
So it helps you find where the gold is. If that involves people, I'm sure it'll tell you about people, but that's what it holds. That's according to the legends. I'm not, no one's 100% on it, but.
Hold on. Celeste, did you grab that book from Floon? The burn book?
Yes.
May I see it, please?
Sure. And she still holding on to the stone, gives.
You just lift this massive book.
I mean, she's pretty strong.
She is pretty strong.
And it's a book, not a sword.
It's a hefty book, though. It's a nice sized book. It's a 1,000-page book. Yeah.
So Ash grabs this book from Celeste and flips through it and actually is looking for Melanie.
Oh, okay.
Because I figure she's done some shady things that maybe have warranted.
Okay, good. Yeah, why don't you roll insight? That'll be insight.
Investigation?
Oh, yeah, and investigation might be better, yeah.
God, I'm rolling so low. That is an 8.
Okay, you don't see her in there.
Oh, okay.
While Celeste is giving the book to Ash, can Perrin roll a sleight of hand to see if he can get the stone away from Celeste?
You can, but Celeste would have to roll perception to...
Well, and you're half my size. I could just shoot you away.
Yeah.
Right, if you can see me.
Yeah, it's sleight of hand.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I got to roll perception against him.
Yep.
22.
Oh, he's a sneaky little bastard. I didn't see.
Yeah, so I want you to describe how you sneak past this master paladin and manage
A
to...
loaf of bread. in there.
So Perrin was formed. He may not have grown up on the streets, or he may not have been born on the streets, but Perrin was formed on the streets, kind of as a street rat, overlooked, very, very, very poor, and he had to steal to eat. He had to do things when right in the middle of the day. So he immediately, because he knows that he needs the stone, as he sees Celeste going and reaching behind her back, he darts behind Rin, or not behind Rin, he darts behind Knock Knock, and then comes around on the other side of Celeste and quickly grabs the stone and gives her a rock.
So you not only take it, you replace it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say Celeste definitely notices that you replace it with a rock.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you nat 20,
Right.
maybe.
Okay.
But
yes.
You were trying to Indiana Jones.
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yeah,
I mean,
I get it.
Yeah. I had 2 rocks
I mean,
in my
you
hand.
rolled...
So did you jump because she's
Yeah.
taller than you? Did you
Yeah,
jump up?
but her hand is.
yeah,
her hand is.
No, her hand's like this.
I'll say
so
that.
it's-
Look, I'll say that you lowered your hand a little bit. You don't replace it with a stone.
Oh man, damn it!
But,
All right.
but
okay.
but after you have it, Celeste immediately notices, obviously.
All right.
And how do you react?
I just sort of you little wily bastard. Why did you do that?
Like I said, Celeste, I attuned to the stone.
And you're not telling us anything.
There is nothing to tell.
Okay. At this point, the stone disappears from your hand and rematerializes in Celeste's hand.
Dang. That's Stone has a Pinocchio effect.
And then all of a sudden, Celeste, it's just you. It's just you. And you hear... and you hear a voice, Celeste.
Yes, Stone.
And yes, Stone.
Well, that's your form. You're Stone right now.
I am much more than a stone. It's just a stone so that your minds can comprehend an object. And then all of a sudden, you see a very lifelike, pretty indistinguishable image of Mal. And now the stone is speaking in the voice of Mal.
Oh, that's not going to go over well.
Celise.
I know that you're a trick of this creature.
Celise, I'm here.
You're not here. I know that you're not
Celise, you
here.
can bring me back.
I'm not falling for your trick.
Just say yes.
No. I love you and I miss you, but I've mourned you, and I know it's not really you.
Okay.
So, what is it that you want?
So Mal comes up to you and attempts to give you a hug.
I armbar. It's like, guys, I know it's not her.
That's exactly. And then the stone says, "I forgot you don't like hugs." No, he doesn't.
No, but it's like, I just gotta like hold
Yeah.
my hand out like, this is a low blow to use the form of my beloved against me. You're not going to trick me. What is it that you
I
want?
must test the desires of every subject.
Had you done this 5 years ago, I probably would say yes, but that time is gone.
You have grown.
Yes.
I deem you worthy of the secrets of Galore.
Thank you.
And then all of a sudden, as he's talking, like you kind of see sort of like a planetarium of the events that he's talking about.
Like Galaxy Brain.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like, well, actually, it's sort of like it's kind of a bad movie. Well, I thought it was a bad movie. I don't remember the name of it. That
The Italian Job. That's nothing to do with what you're talking about, but it's a bad movie.
Yeah, it was a bunch of minis driving around. No.
Mini cards.
What was the movie that was like it was a Ridley Scott movie that was like the precursor to Alien?
Prometheus?
Yes.
Yes.
Prometheus.
That's an okay movie. It's not a bad
It's a bad movie.
It's an okay.
It's a bad
give it
movie.
an okay.
Italian Job was a good movie. Stop what you're saying.
It was a visually beautiful movie.
Yes.
It was Michael Fassbender was like
Yes.
probably the main guy. David, he was actually really good in it, but I thought the movie.
Yeah, the movie was bad.
Yes. Charlie Theron. I always forget how to pronounce her last name.
Charlize
Charlize
Theron.
Theron.
Yes, she was incredible. But no, there was like a scene where you kind of see like the galaxy. And anybody seen this movie?
Yes, I've seen it. We've all seen it. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So it's sort of like that. Just like imagine like a 3D holograph with like things, right?
Cool.
So okay, Lord de Gault embezzled 500,000 gold
Oh, damn.
and hid it in a vault deep.
Oh, damn. That's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
That's what you have to say. I'm like mixing. If you ever watch Star Trek Adventures, I'm mixing the Stone of Galore with Tanya's like rendition of a Star Trek computer. A little snappy. Okay. A lord embezzled 500,000 gold, hidden in a vault deep under Waterdeep. It's guarded by an ancient dragon. I've held these secrets for very long, but I will choose to unveil where the keys to this vault are. There are 3 keys. One key is in the Hanged Man Tavern. Do you know where that? No, sorry. I keep thinking of these like jokes that I would say if I was a stone, but
Wait, what was the joke? What was the joke?
It was really bad. I won't say it.
I kind of want to know now.
Yeah.
Well, no, Hangman is a Dragon Age reference.
Yeah, I was actually going to make a dragon.
Okay.
Because I looked that up because I knew that time period. Okay. The second key is at Blackstaff Tower. The third key is at the theater.
Which theater?
Stone to Spears. And
Like, it said theater like there's only one theater in the world.
and like you're back with the rest of the team. It's like a instant though to like them like a no time has like really passed.
Okay. All right, so, and the stone's gone. I'm not holding it or
Stone's
anything.
gone.
So I
Give
open.
me the stone.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Just-
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's the
what I
same
was
instant,
saying
right.
to you
Yes,
when you
true.
disappeared. So, yes.
Got it.
The stone imparted its wisdom to us and told me where the keys are to go find the treasure. I refused its deal.
Oh, it's good. It tried to make a deal with you?
Tried to make a deal with me.
It tried to offer me Mal back, but I knew that that wasn't her. And so that was enough for me to pass whatever test it gave me.
Oh, I guess Perrin didn't pass.
Well, I said no.
How long did it take you to say no?
Well, I asked for my family back, but I asked
That.
for Rin.
But you asked your family if that's what it offered you. You didn't pass.
Yeah, well,
It made me a deal, and it tried to offer me something it knew my heart would really want. But Mal's gone. I've grieved her. It hurts. Believe me, it fucking hurts. But I know that wasn't her. So we've got places to go. It didn't tell me anything about Rin, but maybe the burn book will tell us.
And I'm trying to think about where, because I know Melanie has the map, right? And that in order to get him out quicker, I think Ash thinks that we have to switch someone out. So Ash wants to steal the map from Melanie and put Melanie in there. And so, and that's part of her PowerPoint that she was working on this morning too.
Nice headers and footers.
Yeah. There's like paw marks from paint.
Nice.
But would Ash, or is Melanie still campaigning?
No, no one has seen her in 3 weeks.
Okay. So I'm going to look through the burn book again.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at, because I couldn't find her the first time. So I'm trying to find someone who is from Nightstone, because I know that they were switching people out. So I'm trying to, I don't know if there's like an appendix where I can be
Wow, an
search, search keyword Nightstone and find people.
I don't think I'm going to allow that.
I don't think D&D technology.
The burn books on Kindle.
I found the Audible version.
Yeah, but I want to try to look for people that were Nightstone adjacent. So I'm trying to look through it to see if I can find someone who looks familiar to one of the zombies that we saw.
Before you roll, I will say that the burn book doesn't update. Right. So the burn book just has 1,000 people that are, that committed crimes.
So it doesn't change ever. It just updates.
So remember one person from that was between Nightstone and Waterdeep was in the burn book, that little boy.
Yeah, but he was faded.
Yes.
Right. He wasn't completely filled in.
I'm just trying to say that the burn book is not just Nightstone. It's not just people there.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm good.
Yes.
While Ashboard is doing this, I imagine Perrin's kind of close to Knock Knock because he ran across the room. I'm gonna bend down and kind of lace up my boots and whisper to him because I'm at his level and be like, asking for your family back isn't a failure. And look over at him and be like, always take the shot. And just nudge him a little bit and then stand back up.
Okay.
Respect.
Because I could tell he was feeling bad. That's not a failure. Always take the shot. Always. You never know if he'll get it.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Someone else needs to do that. I've been rolling so crappy this whole game.
Yeah, you also, you don't see anything that you would recognize.
Okay.
Just a bunch of people, random murders.
So, visibly frustrated, Ash gives the book back to Celise. And I can't find her. She's just been gone. What if she left Waterdeep?
I mean, it has been 3 weeks. She could be
anywhere.
open. She could be in Neverwinter. We don't know. All right. So, what other information did you get from the stone?
It told me the locations of the 3 keys.
Okay.
And the fact that there's 500,000 gold there that the dragon is guarding.
That's so much
Okay.
gold.
That's almost enough to buy everyone out from Nightstone.
True.
Wait, do you have another idea what to do
So
with the movie?
where are the? Yeah. You're like true,
Paladin, right?
but I can bling this armor out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what are the where are the places?
The Hangman Tavern, I hear it's in some strange realm called Thetis. The Blackstaff Tower, and the stone only said the theater, but they didn't say what theater.
Was it the theater we all fought in?
Probably, I'd
could
start
be.
there.
Probably the big one.
I mean, there are a lot of theaters, but that is the major one where they had the big festival and such. All right, so where do we want to go, guys? First.
Well, the theater's probably closest.
So the theater would be actually the farthest.
Oh, okay.
Because the theater is in the Castle Ward, so it's
Okay.
like up north.
We're way down south.
All these other places are in the well. The other two places are in the south.
Would we know where the other two places are? Have you heard
You
of
would
them?
know where the Hanged Man is because that's kind of like a local
Yeah.
tavern. So it's not too far from like Three Daggers Alley and like those areas. And you know where Blackstaff Tower is because that was where we were at. Well, actually, why don't you guys roll history and see
Yeah.
if you can remember that place?
17.
17.
15.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say everybody, you guys like remember that you borrowed a bunch of money from Mert to go to Blackstaff Tower, turn over a couple of rocks, fight
Yeah.
some elementals. So you've been there before, so like you guys know exactly where it is.
Yeah, my vote's for the bar. It's probably the easiest place to get into right now. Because I don't think we're getting into Blackstaff like right now. We should try to find the first key and see what's up.
Yep, I agree with that.
I agree.
And then we can ask around too. People who work at bars, I hear, they know secrets.
Yeah, that's true.
All right,
We're not killing anyone though.
okay.
What? I didn't say anything about killing anyone.
And on Knock Knock and Ashbourne looking deep into each other's eyes in confusion, we're back to Rin. So Rin, you are in this room. You're in room 101 of this inn. What do you do when you're in the room?
So, yeah, I see like Ren, like he's by himself and he's like kind of imagining like as if like the group was with him. So he's like kind of talking out like people like situations. So he like, I don't know, he's like, hey Ashbourne, like you should come over here and like hang out with me. You know, like I'm like, let's go do something. Let's go find Celise. Oh, Chips, okay. And like he picks up something and like he throws like something in the air and he's like, oh, Chips, you missed that one. You missed that one. But yeah, like, let's go on an adventure, you guys. Like, we should do this. I'm sorry I left and we could all hang out together and all this stuff. All right, Celise, I know you don't like Perrin, but we could be a family. All right, we got this. And he's like sitting in the room, like literally like talking to himself, like as if like people were there.
Okay.
And then he's like, okay, I gotta focus. I need to get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Okay, so right before you, Corson and Deviona, the two Cambions, appear, and they're basically mimicking exactly what you were doing. Like they're talking to each other. Oh, Chips, can you catch that? Oh, I miss you. Oh, that's so great. Oh my God. And then they both turn to you with just angry looks on their faces.
Did I disturb you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be too loud.
Have you made any progress?
No. I was a little occupied.
Do you know what you're looking for yet?
I'm not good with riddles. Can you give me a clue?
Do you need me to repeat the riddle? Don't give him the riddle. Oh, it's boring. We got to speed it up a little bit. Do you need me to repeat the riddle?
Why don't you just tell me what you're looking for, and I will take care of it. It'll be faster than anything.
Okay, roll persuasion on a demon, on a half demon. Okay, so
Definitely not persuading anybody on that one.
so what you just did is Corson's reaction. And then they disappear.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, I'm not good at riddles, so I'm just I think I just need to murder 2 people
One
and see if
inside.
that works. Because that's what it sounded like. So I'm just going to go and look for the kitchen and find the closest, sharpest thing and try to take out people who are not suspecting it. Or I could go in people's rooms and like stab them while they're sleeping. Or like I could just like
What is that?
or smuggle people and like or put a pillow over their faces and do that. Maybe that's what they meant. That's probably what they meant most likely. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in people's rooms and I'm gonna knock and see if there's anybody in there and be very quiet and take them out quietly. Just 2, not more than 2, because they said 2 in 1. So maybe if it's 2 people in 1 room, then that's what they meant. I'm gonna look for 2 people in 1 room.
He's saying
That's
this
what I'll
in like
do.
a crowded bar.
And people are just like gradually like walking away from
Whoa, no, you're in your room still, so you are by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the worst thing.
But like I'll say that you have been actually talking this out, and it's a little loud because you're getting excited. So some people that are so there's 2 rooms to the left of you, and there are some people that might have heard some of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
Can I like walk out the
Are you
room?
going to the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna do that.
All right. So you walk down. So you walk downstairs because like your room is like right next to the stairs. You have to walk through this common area, which I can remember is flooded with people to get to the kitchen. How do you get to the kitchen? Do you just walk through? Do you try to shimmy through? There's like also like some people kind of dancing in the middle. So how do you get through this?
Okay, so he puts back on his fancy voice to try to like try to mingle with people.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, how's your stay? Are you having a great time here?"
Okay. Oh, it's very great. Very great. Very, very, very great.
Have you traveled from far to come to this great establishment?
No, I actually own this establishment.
Oh, hi. My name is Ren. I have stayed here on a great
Many occasions.
That's good.
whatever I was trying to say. I'm here because your great staff let me stay, and I'm very appreciative of it. And I just wanted to say thank you for having a great place for me to be.
It's a small inn. I pretty much know all of my clients. I can't recall you.
Oh, I just kind of came in very late at night.
Roll deception.
Okay. Okay. 21.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's like, oh, but I am getting a little up in years. I apologize. I apologize. Can I help you find anything?
I was looking for the closest.
I'm sorry.
What is this accent? What is this accent? I don't know what it is.
I don't know where it's coming from.
This is like,
I don't know where this accent's
your,
coming from. It's
like your accent is like if like anybody watches like Game of Thrones, like Littlefinger has an accent that's like from nowhere. I feel like you're like the Littlefinger of Nightstone.
I now
no
know
one
where
can place it, but they know it's fancy.
I know where this accent is coming from. It's if you guys play Resident Evil Code Veronica, there's a character in there named Alexa, or I forgot her name, but she talks like that for some reason. She's like, "Oh, can someone tell me where the corridor is?" And that's where it came from. Sorry, so that okay, yeah.
Capcom sponsorship.
Yeah. Could you tell me where the closest kitchen is? I was just trying to get a quick beverage.
The close. Well, this isn't. Well, I mean, you've been here before. I assume you know where the kitchen is. It's a very small inn, but it's right over there. I'll walk you there.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so you know, as you're walking with like the owner, obviously people recognize and they kind of part ways. You know, so you're able to get to the kitchen very easily.
Okay.
And then like she says, "May I ask what you want to do in the kitchen? Are you willing to volunteer? I mean, we always need extra help."
Oh, I would love to volunteer, but if I have to touch food, I cannot do that.
Okay, well, it's a kitchen, but we can put you on the plateware.
Oh yeah, plates are
Okay, so like there's these big heavy metal plates, and like all you see is this small cobalt that's like scratching the plates clean, like scratching all the food off.
Oh wow.
And then like basically like, putting its saliva in a cup and like washing it off with the saliva.
Oh.
And like she says, "Would you like to join Frank?"
Oh, he seems like a lovely person to he seems like a lovely person to hang out with or to work with. Yes,
That's
I'd love to
excellent.
meet him.
I must say, he's not too friendly, and his last couple of coworkers disappeared. But great. And then she leaves. And now you're standing in the kitchen, and the kitchen is all kobolds.
Oh, okay.
And they're all like pretty nuts because like this place is packed. So like they're under a lot of pressure to make a lot of food and like clean all these heavy metal plates and like all that stuff. So like I'd say he's like maybe about 5 feet away.
They haven't seen me yet, right?
No, they're all super busy. They're just like running back and forth. Like I need more meat. I need more this. I need more that. So yeah.
Okay, so I think at this point, Ren's gonna act like as if he's like a manager, and be like as if he's a new manager. So he's gonna try to like mix in and be like, "All right, are you guys doing what you need to do?"
Okay, so they immediately fall at attention because they see this high elf there, and they just immediately say, "Sir, we've been doing great, sir."
Yeah, I'm the new manager. My name is my name is.
Sir, we didn't ask you, sir.
Just want to let you guys know, my name is Leo. I just got hired here. All right, so I want to make sure you guys are doing right because I heard before that the other managers weren't on their game. So I want to make sure you guys do what you need to do.
We are. Can we get back to work? We really got a lot to do, boss.
Yeah, hurry up.
Okay, and then they continue to just run back and forth like crazy.
Like Red's like, okay.
Yeah,
so
and-
I started
Yeah,
looking for stuff.
and like this point, I'll say that you've stepped a little bit into the kitchen, so they're running around you at this point. Like
Okay.
They're just running to all the different stations, and then you like hear the sound of Frank kind of like coughing up his own saliva and pouring it on these dishes and washing them.
Yo.
Have you ever thought of doing that in a more proficient way and not like in a really dirty way?
Okay, so Frank was the only one that kind of didn't acknowledge you because and like you can tell that he looks a little older, and like as he's doing what he's doing, he says, "Nope."
So are you gonna? Have you ever thought of how people would think if they found out that you're using your saliva to clean the plates that they eat off of?
You got a better idea?
Use water.
Water.
Yeah. Do you not know what that is?
You see any water around here?
Technically, no. So I understand why you don't use water.
I mean, there's water in this, and then he coughs up another just couple of saliva. At that point,
Oh, gross.
Yeah, my reaction is literally Red's reaction. Like, okay, well, I mean, you seem to be doing a good job because you're still here.
okay, and then he's like, "Yep," and then he goes to hand you one of these huge metal plates that's like glistening with his saliva. By the way, he's like, "Can you bring this out there?"
Sure. I guess I'll just have to do that.
What was the end of that?
I don't know what that was. Like accents are like intermixing at this point. So never hire me as a voice actor. Let's just say that.
Only higher.
Okay, so all of a sudden time stops. So like the like a cobalt is like extending the like plate out to you is like frozen. All the other kobolds who are like in mid-run, they have knives, they're like coming out stuff. Everything's frozen. And all of a sudden in the plate, you see Coruscant's face. In
Oh,
the plate.
jeez.
And he's like, "Done yet?"
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I have some ideas, but I just have to go back and think about, go back and take some notes, and once I figure it out, I want to make sure I give you the final answer before I give you the answer.
Is this a problem set? Yeah, and then you hear Deviona in the background, like, just tell him, just tell him. He's an idiot. Idiot. Just tell him. And she's, oh, whatever. And then he's like, okay. I'm going to repeat the clue for you one more time. 2 bodies in one. The longer I stand, the faster I run.
So I have a really quick thing to say. Repeating it is not gonna help me. Let's just get that out of the way. So repeating it is not gonna help me with the answer because we're still in this situation and I still haven't figured it out from the last time you told me.
Well, with most intelligent creatures, repetition is actually how they learn.
I apparently don't have much intelligence. So let's just get that out of the way
Okay,
too.
I'll give you another clue. God. Oh, God. This isn't even a clue. This will pretty much give it away.
Go for it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay. It fits in your hand.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, surely that would give it away.
Oh, like I could put a lot of stuff in my hand.
And then like Deviona's in the back, like, I told you.
Like what? It could fit in my hand. I could fit a sword in my hand. I could fit like a biscuit in my hand. Like I could fit a stone in my hand. I could fit like so many things.
Okay. At this point, Deviona just screams out like it's big on the top and bottom and it's skinny in the middle. And then all of a sudden, like the plate just disappears and everything is back to normal.
Wow. Everyone's like, I wish they would just like tell me what the answer is.
And Frank's like, well, he's like still holding this plate out to you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll get that out to the patrons outside.
You know, I like when a boss gets his hands dirty.
Yeah, that's why they
respect
hired
you.
me here to make sure that work gets done.
You're a good guy.
Yeah, you are too. Keep up the saliva-ish stuff you're doing here.
I got a question for you, boss.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I haven't had a raise in 30 years.
Oh, well, we could talk in probably a few weeks about that one.
Can we talk about it now?
Sure.
30 years.
30 years?
I've been serving this in.
Yeah.
Unquestionably. Every day. Taking time away from my family. From my kids. Don't I deserve a raise?
Are you really asking this question to me, of all people?
Yes, and also all the kobolds are looking dead at you guys. Because they've also been working for like 30 years, but Frank is kind of like the oldest. So they know if he gets it, they'll probably all get it. So but basically the kitchen has stopped, and you're starting to hear some slight complaints outside of the kitchen because people aren't getting their stuff.
Well, I mean, you do tell a good story about, like, you know, how have you been here for a long time, and everybody seems to be wanting to be a part of this as well. Let's just say everybody gets 1 piece of gold of a raise. Wow. Everyone.
Wow.
1 gold an hour?
1 gold in general. Just 1 gold in general.
1 gold?
Just one.
Like we all split 1 gold? Like we all get a little
all
bit
you
of
guys
silver?
split the 1 gold, and then y'all figure it out.
Really good manager.
Jeff Bezos over here.
Okay. All of a sudden, you hear knives drop, you hear forks drop, and all the kobolds look at Frank, and like Frank says, I told you, they're never going to treat us right. We strike! And then all the kobolds start chanting, and they go into the common room chanting, Kobold raise! Kobold raise! And they're totally disrupting the front now. And you're in an empty kitchen, and all of a sudden, like, the owner comes in, you know, and like, what did you do?
I get it. Like, I'm thinking of 2 accents now. So he like is in the same accent, like, I was still looking for some water, but it didn't seem that there was any.
All the kobolds are outside. Don't you hear them?
Yeah, I was so confused by what happened here.
You said you were going to volunteer. What happened? Did you scare them away?
No,
They're all talking about unionizing and getting raises.
I simply just talked to Frank, and he was just very upset, and I had no idea.
If you can't get them back in here, you're no longer welcome in my establishment.
Okay, I will go out there and get them back in here.
You better.
Okay.
And then she storms off again.
Okay, so I gotta know I have to go outside, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
You can stay in the kitchen and
wait,
sulk if
okay,
you want.
you know what? Because he was looking for knives, so like I want to look for knives since no one's in there at that point, right?
Yeah, the murder part of my
yeah,
plan.
So I want to like
Nobody in
search
there,
the.
all the stuff is on the floor because all the kobolds are carrying it and they just dropped it.
Okay, so yeah, because I know one of them was holding. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna grab.
There's a
like,
whole lot of knives.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab like 2. So Ren's gonna grab 2 off the floor, just like put it in his like in his back pocket. Yeah, his back pocket.
Yeah, a kitchen knife is pretty large.
Okay.
So it'll definitely be, the handles will be poking out a bit.
Can I put it like?
And you'd also have to have the sharp side down. So it might cut. But yes, you.
Yeah, he's willing to take that risk.
You for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
Jesus.
I won't even make you roll for it because there are tons of knives on there. So
Yeah.
you pick up 2 knives and
Yeah.
you put them. They are visible though, just so you know. Like,
Okay.
They're visible. Like the handles are visible in your back pocket.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you do?
So Ren's gonna go back out there where they're all like yelling and
They are fired up.
protesting.
And like Frank is the loudest. He's at the front. He's the loudest.
Hey, hey! I'm trying to make this happen for you guys, and you guys are going beyond what I said, and you're angry. I am sorry. All right, we can make this work, but we need people working in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
This is Inside the Actor Studio. We have Brendan Stennis here right now, explaining his great role, his triumph of a role portraying Dude in the Kitchen. What was your inspiration for that character that you portrayed, Brandon? I kind of just talk like this and hope that something good would happen and no one would notice.
Oh my god.
That's how I got the Oscar. And back to the game.
Okay. All right. So Frank he like stops a chance, and he looks at you and like says, "Do we get a raise?"
Of course you'll get a raise. You know, I think you're doing a great job here, and I think you guys deserve more money for what you're doing.
How much is the raise?
Well,
Hey, Looney Tunes cartoon.
I said.
how much do you want?
40 gold an hour.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
We gotta bring it down just a little bit. Let's just say that.
Okay. They always say aim high. I wanted to aim high.
That's a lot.
I wanted to aim high, right? And then like all the other couples like, yeah, aim high. Okay. I'll start at an extra 10 gold a day for all of us.
Let me just say real quick, I love how Ren's like doing all this stuff, but he has no authority at this place at all. It's just hilarious.
And so like the owner has like left, so like no one can. They're just listening to you
Okay.
because the innkeeper isn't really paying attention.
All right. So 10 gold an hour.
An hour.
All right. Let me think about it for a second.
Oh, are you saying an hour? And like all the other kobolds are just sitting there like golden hour.
All right. You guys have been doing very great work. You guys have been here for a very long time.
He's been there for
All
5 minutes.
right. All right. 10 gold an hour. Deal.
I'm stunned and I'm sweating.
All right. All of a sudden, Frank, out of like his like sort of apron frock, he pulls out a very long, detailed contract that he's apparently been working on for a while.
Oh my God.
And
Wow.
And like says, nothing matters if it's not on paper. Sign it.
Okay, I could do that. And then like Ren signs it completely like not his name. It's totally someone different. And he's just like, all right, does that work?
Okay. He's like, and then he rolls it up, doesn't say anything. They all go back in the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay. Then Frank runs like back out, and he gives you like an hourglass, and like he says, "Hey, this is what I use to time all my work. I want to give this to you because you really fought for us out there." He gives you the hourglass.
I appreciate the thought, sir. I hope that you get like the more money that you want for your family and that you continue doing a great job for us.
You're a company man. All right. And he goes back in the room. All of a sudden, everything stops again. The Camions appear and say, "Find it yet?"
It's like, I literally don't know what's happening because so much is happening right now, and I'm changing voices, and you guys are not telling me answers of what you guys want me to do. So can you guys just like give me the answer? Because I'm about to kill 2 people for no reason, and I don't know if that's the right thing.
You're gonna kill 2 people?
Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to kill 2 people?
How do 2? The faster I run, how does that mean 2 people?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out.
All right.
Oh my God.
So
I want this so bad.
at this point, Deviona just cannot take it, and like she's like, "What's in your hand, you dolt?"
Oh, this thing? Is this what you guys are? You
Say
wanted
the
this whole time?
word.
An hourglass?
And then like she's like, "Do you understand how it answers the riddle?"
Oh. Well, see, look, I did it. I went through all this stuff, and I got people raises, and I almost killed 2 people for you guys, and now I have an hourglass. This is the answer, and give me back to my friends. All right, this is too much. I can't do this.
Oh my god.
You failed.
What?
They gave you the answer. Deviona gave you the answer.
But I have the hourglass. This is the answer. This is, you guys wanted this. I have it here in my hand.
All right.
I hope this is the season.
So
Just like every episode, it's Ren trying to figure out a riddle. Oh, I love it so much.
okay, so like you see them kind of going back and they're kind of conferring because they're like, "Oh, I don't know, it's just whatever." And like as they're doing it, they're kind of like tipping people over because like the like people are like frozen, so they're going by, they're just tipping people, they're just falling over in their same kind of like motions, and like they're just talking like, "Oh, I don't know, if we do this, blah blah blah." And then like they like look at you and like they like say, "You are one of the most special elves we've ever come across."
I appreciate it.
And then like they say, "Oh, Gratz is going to be so mad at us. Oh my God." And they snap their fingers, and you appear in front of the rest of the party.
Holy shit.
Where'd you come from?
And I just run in and just give him a hug, and he's like,
Hey, wait, he's
"Dang."
like, stop.
Okay,
Are
okay.
you guys real?
Are you real?
Also, you are still dressed in these other clothes with 2 knives in your back. As well.
I've been through a lot. I don't know if you guys are real. I've been alone in Nightstone, and he pulls out the 2 knives like,
Put down knives.
I don't know if you guys are real people.
So Lisa's just like, Ren, stop.
It was a handshake.
We'll do a handshake and
Show me the handshake if you're real.
put down the knives first.
Show him the handshake if you're real. I pull out my daggers and I have it on dashboard. I have it on everyone. It's that scene from The Office where they're all playing.
Slice is just standing there looking at you like, would you all stop?
Okay, put down your knives at a count of 3, and we'll just do the handshake together.
Okay.
I don't have any weapons on me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Slowly.
And we do our
All
handshake.
right, you guys have to describe the handshake.
So
You guys gotta describe it.
So it starts out like a hand clap game.
Actually, you guys. Well, I don't know if you can do it.
No.
Not
No.
from
Yeah,
too
you
far
got
away.
too far. But,
Also, it's gonna be a mess.
but I want you guys. But like, I want both of you to do the motions though.
Okay.
As you describe.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna do this, that, and then we're gonna clap here.
Clap.
I'm gonna clap up. I'm gonna clap down. We're gonna clap this way, and then what do you want to do?
Wiggle the elbow.
Elbow.
yeah.
And then we're gonna like touch our calves together, like
Oh,
do like
okay.
one of the.
I'm hoping I can remember all this. Okay.
Okay, so it starts out.
Okay.
1, 2.
Oh wait.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
That.
yeah, you're right. Clap.
This.
Clap.
that.
Then you
Wiggle.
wiggle.
That.
Hit the
Yeah.
calves. Oh my god.
So like, so
Awesome handshake.
yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll because you guys both did it. So like, all of us have never seen this before. So like, Shock is just like, what?
Yeah, it's the insomnia handshake.
So you guys are real. Okay.
Well,
one
are
last
you real?
test.
Is the question.
I hope I am.
I think he's real.
But my one and only test is who had mind worms in this group.
I have mind
I had
worms.
my worms.
I did.
I did too at one point.
Oh yeah, for like a split
You guys
second.
are real. Oh yeah, that's right. Mind worms. So it's like, oh yeah.
Knock Knock's gonna go hug Ren.
Everybody's
Yeah, Knock Knock runs and picks
Yeah.
up Ren, and then like puts him in the middle of like all of us, and like tries to share him.
Share them around. Okay, good. Yeah, and like Chips is super excited.
Yeah.
So like he jumps on top of your head and just like running
He's
around.
doing that like thing that
little
dogs
circles.
do, where like they try to like bury like their face in you, and like he's like flopping around.
For sure. That's where we're gonna end, guys.
We're reunited.
Yeah, that's the end. We've reunited and it feels so good.
Yeah, feels so good.
right.
All right.
We can answer questions.
Yes. So, actually,
Oh my God.
I should
was
have
like
mentioned
a lot of
Yeah.
chat. I was
So,
like-
so like I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but yeah. So for the last 15 minutes or so of the show, we'll take questions to our characters only. So not to us as people, but to our characters. So to Knock Knock, Ash, Shaka, Perrin, Rin, or Celise, you can ask us questions.
Celise has a question for Ren. Have you never done a riddle in your life?
I'm not good at riddles.
I'm not good at riddles
I'm
either.
not good at riddles either.
I thought it was
It's
an ice
gonna
No,
be
cube.
real life.
Fun
Yeah,
season.
you guys have
Fun
seen.
season.
They literally handed you the answer.
That was cool. I
I
like
was still
that.
trying to figure out what accent I was supposed to talk in.
It was perfect.
I liked it.
Yeah, never change.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, and make sure to put question in front of your question if you have one. While we're waiting for him, though, I have a bunch of. I have some questions for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you guys think this went? This was my
It was good.
So fun.
In character?
Well, this
That's
is
not
to
an
you guys.
in-character
This is not
question.
an in-character
You
question.
just broke your own rule, Jim.
Damn it. Fine. All right. So Raven Sock Monkey has a question. Question for Knock Knock. How does it feel to be back in action?
Actually, I was only gone for like a day. So, like, I mean, everyone should be able to get a day off. I had my own adventures. Had to restock the shelves, get some preserves, caught up on some of my reading, saw a caterpillar, but it turned out to be a twig. I had a busy day too, guys.
Sweet. All right. Who would be the best at karaoke? Question for the characters.
How do we grade who's good at karaoke? So that's always my question, because there's people that like are
Great singers.
Yeah.
Right.
but there are better performers out there as well.
Karaoke is absolutely performance.
Thank you. Yes,
So
I
not
believe
just
so
singing.
too.
So,
So your characters. What would you guys say?
the answer to the first part that Knock Knock posed would be Perrin. The answer to the second part that Knock Knock posed would be Perrin.
That's what Perrin would say.
See, I gotta disagree.
Yeah, I
I
have
think
different
Ashbourne's
answers.
got a lot of heart.
I like the songs that everyone can sing together.
This is true.
And I'm good at crowd work. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ashbourne would be very good. I could see her and Chips doing a combo rendition. But I also think as a dark horse, I think Celise. I think Celise. I don't think she would admit it.
Oh, Shareefka, you're so wrong.
I don't think she would admit it. But I could just see her just belting it out in full armor.
Oh no,
be great.
this is just you all know this ain't never gonna happen. No, you are so wrong.
Okay, question for Rin. Is murder your go-to solution for all problems?
Answer: stab.
Circles.
Well, like in most things, stabbing usually works for our occasion in the adventure that we're on because usually most of the time we're fighting something. So when I heard 2 bodies in one, I just automatically assumed like, hey, kill someone, and it worked out, didn't it? Because
Play one
I'm back.
person. Put their skin on someone else.
2 in 1. It's like that Spice Girls song. That's what they meant.
That's what they meant. You're right.
There's another question for Ren from Anions. How much longer until you try to pee on something?
True.
Hopefully not too soon. Hopefully not too soon.
Yeah. I'm like hoping there's not a murder pee combination that happens.
Wow.
All right.
It's only episode 1, so we'll
Even
see.
though you didn't
Yes, it-
follow directions, Mel Sylph, I'm still going to read your question. For the Cambrians?
The Cambians.
For the
Cambians.
yeah.
Have you released anyone else because they've been too stupid to bear?
No, this is definitely the first time we're so bored. Humans are stupid. Elves are stupid. Dwarves are stupid. Elves, orcs are stupid. They're all stupid.
Jesus.
What would be the smartest one if you had to rank them? Now I'm curious.
Halflings.
Demon.
Okay.
All else.
Just same.
That's a ranking.
All right.
100%, 0%. That's a ranking.
Red
yes.
Hulk, we're not going to acknowledge that question unless someone wants to try to answer in question because it's supposed to be in character. And none of us know what football is.
Yeah, exactly.
Balls,
Football.
foots, feet.
Is that when you cut off your foot and throw it at someone?
Okay, Sylph, just so you know, the instructions are the same as they've been for 2 seasons. Put question in front of your question.
Yeah. All right. So I have a question for Knock Knock.
Why do we all do it like that?
Excited. It's an excited sound. It's not like, ooh, you're in trouble.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's up?
Yeah. What's the biggest thing you missed about not being able to go out with the party on their adventure 3 weeks ago?
I mean, it sounds like I could have helped in a lot of those situations. It also sounds like that Volo guy was really cool. I would have liked to hang out with him a little bit. Also, that metal dude sounded awesome.
It was pretty great.
Duo said he was basically your leader the entire time. So that sounds awesome. I would love to be under General Duo's command. I don't know. I just feel like I could have helped out a lot if I had won.
Yeah, and I actually should have mentioned that Duo was out for this episode, which is why he wasn't in the room. He was out scavenging, doing things that kobolds do. I'm sure he would have loved to see that kitchen, though. Probably would have been excited. Yeah, and let's see if there are any other
question
questions.
for Celise.
Question for Celise.
Yeah.
What happened to your lover? If this was part of prior seasons, I apologize. This is my first episode. Thank you for jumping in.
Well, thank you for tuning in as me. And we kind of went in depth on that on the last 2 episodes of season 2. But the TLDR is that my wife was murdered. And everyone else discovering the backstory to that is kind of our last 2 to 3 episodes of season 2. So they are on this thing I think is called the Tube of You, or a thing called a podcast.
The Tube of You.
That I hear that you modern day humans can listen to our adventures on.
Cool. All right. Question for Duo. What did you get up to while the crew was arguing?
Yeah, what did you say he was doing?
Oh, I was just out scavenging. I was just really hungry. So I went outside. I mean, they never have food here. Unseen servant just cooks what Perrin wants. So I went out scavenging to get some food. So that's where Duo was.
Team duo.
Question for Knock Knock: where are you been? Where are you been all this time? I guess I can answer that, but why don't you?
Yeah, no, go ahead, answer. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna try to do a Knock Knock voice, but you don't want to. So between seasons 1 and 2, we had like a 3-month of like training with Zaraj, and Knock Knock got injured, so he was healing a broken leg. So that's where he was. All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I love the season 2 voice. It might change, but there might definitely be some puberty, some more cobalt puberty going on. I have a question for Rin. Actually, first question for Frank. Yeah, awesome, Frank. What are you gonna do with the extra money from your raise? So, like, if this is Frank as he's again coughing up saliva and putting.
How much is he getting? 40 an hour or something?
No,
10 an hour.
10 an hour?
10
Oh my God.
So the funny thing is that Frank tricked Rin. Because he first said 10 a day.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he said 10 an hour to get rid of the bite. And he was like, sure. I
forgot about that. Even though, like,
So
literally.
that inn is going to be closed in a day.
Yeah. All right. So all like Frank does as he's doing this is like, invest it. That's it.
That's great. What a businessman.
That's what he's.
I'm an adult.
He's a very enterprising businessman. All right, so what like my question for Rin is were you actually going to murder 2 people?
Oh yeah, I was ready to go. Like, I wanted to get out of this place, and if that was what I needed to do,
We're gonna stuff one of the bodies in the other body.
Like, it was gonna
I
be.
was trying to figure out how
something
you
like
were
that.
connecting it to.
gonna be
I
like a
thought what
body
you were gonna
sandwich.
say. I thought that you were gonna like kill a big person and a little person and then run.
Ren was ready to do what he needed to do.
Try to stand them up at
Yeah,
the same time.
try to.
That would
Tie
have
them
been.
together.
Yeah, it's like, this is what they want, right?
That would have been
I
awesome.
just want to. So Celeste needs to know, how'd you go from like 0 to murder?
Well, when your mindset, when you're
yes.
trying to like get back
That's it.
to like your friends and stuff after kind of disappearing in this place, you do what you got to do. That's
so-
what I was thinking. His mindset was like,
So none
I got to
of-
do whatever I got to do,
Yeah.
even though he didn't know what he was doing.
None
He's
of you
like,
can
maybe
talk
that's
about
what it is.
Celeste ever again.
That was I could not have written anything better than going on a murder quest.
A murder quest.
I actually saw a comment that like said this is the worst Hitman 2 mission ever. And I was actually,
You're welcome.
as I was planning this, I was totally thinking about Hitman 2. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking about while I was planning this part of the
I know there's a question for Ash.
Yes.
But I didn't scroll away.
So the question for Ash was, what is the best trap for Melanie that you came up with?
So one of them was and Ash pulls out the picture, and it's basically like a large carnivorous plant. And and she has this plant and a bunch of like cakes all around it that like lead up to like the plant, and inside the plant's mouth is a pretty chair, like a nice little like
She would definitely like that.
Place to eat your cake.
a place to eat all of her tiny cakes.
These beautiful cakes are my wonderful child.
And then it has in the margins a bunch of notes like step 1, find a seed, and it's like a really long-term plan.
Nurture.
Nurture this carnivorous plant, plant it outside her home, find out where she lives.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I love your original, these food plans. I keep thinking of like E.T., like you're just putting down like Reese's Pieces.
Yes,
Like trying to get her.
and
into-
all the plants are just like little
like to follow.
lures.
All right. Question for. Well, I think we already answered this. How did you pass time while healing? I think you did mention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we answered that. Question for Rin. Seems like you were put through a ton of mind games in Nightstone. I'm wondering if you have any doubts about it. If you have any doubts that you're truly back with your friends. Like, do you think it's another mind game or something like that?
Oh, that's a good question. See, I don't want to answer outside. Oh no, for Ren, I think he knows that he's with his friends at this point. But like, if you remember in season 2, he had a lot of weird like mental stuff that was going on with him too. So this whole situation like messed him up. So that's why he was just like all over the place talking to himself. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how the rest of the season goes, because that's gonna kind of play into a little bit of his character.
For sure, it will.
Yeah. Sorry, I know I was supposed to speak a character, but that was a good question to kind of bring that up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, another question for Ren. Ren is clearly the star.
Yes.
Are you going to hang on to those kitchen knives just in case, or are you going back to your normal weaponry? And I must say, you don't have any of your normal weaponry. You just have these knives.
I think, well, I would like to keep them because, when we were in Parents' Head, I had the first like experience with actually like doing things besides magic. So I might keep them just for a little bit longer to see where they go.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Question for Perrin: why did you hand Celise a weapon to murder you with? When I was prepping for this thing, I was like, if the players do something, just let them do it. But like replacing the stone with another stone to like a paladin of Tyr, it just didn't sound like it would work. So I'm sorry that I had to reject you.
Well, it's like if you had nat 20.
If you nat 20, I still would have questioned it. Because
I'm just thinking more like, Celise is tall for a human and a halfling is a halfling. So I'm like, did you do like a leap over me, grab the stone and just kind of flip over and keep going? Like, how is that supposed to even work? Like, how am I not going to notice a halfling jumping up?
There are plenty of things that Perrin Underbow is able to do that you will never notice.
Well, you are underfoot a lot.
Yes, that is correct. Usually, I do that trick with a loaf of bread. I replace one fresh loaf of bread with a moldy one, and it works almost every time.
Okay.
Question for Perrin. How tall are you? Now I'm thinking about like logistics. A tall human would be like maybe 6. So you're
In the dirty imperial measurements,
yeah.
Wow.
Perrin Underbow is 3 foot 4 inches.
Oh yeah.
So I have like
Permanently
feet on
underfoot.
you.
Very good. Thank you.
I'll say that you had it down. You were lean. You were stretching or something. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I did end. I wanted to leave more time for questions. Plus, I thought it was a good time to end where we were.
You're the DM now.
I am the DM now.
You call the shots.
5-minute shows. Okay. Yeah. So if there's no more questions, why don't we go around the table, introduce our characters again, and just like say what you got going on.
My name's Tanya. I am Celise Astario, your human paladin who's perpetually grumpy and in need of a bath. I'm actually not going anywhere until March.
Mazel.
I know. But if you'll be at South by Southwest, I'm on a panel on March 11th, and then I'll be at the Game Developers Conference and at PAX East. So no one's going to see me in March, basically.
Brandon Stennis, I play Ren Leodon. I'm just kind of getting back into the whole content creation thing, so I'm trying to get back on a schedule from last year. So my next event will be PAX East. It's a lot. I have a lot of stuff going on for that, so I will be there. There might be some feature stuff happening. Still kind of working on that, but you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at I am Brandon and I am Brandon TV on Twitter.
Hey, I'm Cicero Holmes. You can find me next under a blanket warming up after the cameras go off. But after that, you can also find me on the fantastic Spawn on Me podcast with Shareef Jackson. And you can find me on the Discovery Debrief podcast talking about Star Trek Discovery now that is back. Also around in your podcast catchers, and I guess I'll be at C2E2, the Chicago Comics and Entertainment Expo,
so far away.
in March. So
Is it March?
Yeah.
It's the end of March. They keep moving it to colder and colder times in Chicago. Brilliant job. Love you, Repop.
I'm Surena Marie. You can find me on Twitter at SerenaXMarie or performing with the Dungeon Rats. This is every other Tuesday. We have a stream tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, right?
Tomorrow's Monday.
Oh, today's Sunday. So that's a Tuesday. It'll be on. And, I also am starting a new show that is tomorrow, which is a Monday, called Wild Blue Yonder, where I'll be playing a sneaky rogue type character.
Hey everyone, my name is Carlos Luna. I played Knock Knock. You can find me on social media under Carlos Crits. You can check out my YouTube channel where I talk about DMing and gaming. Also, Carlos Crits. You can find me every other Tuesday, or probably every Tuesday, kind of how we're doing it, on the Dungeon Rats Twitch stream. / the Dungeon Rats. You could also see some of my work, my video work that we're putting out on Roll20. So if you go over there, you can see my newest one on Xanathar teaser. I did one for Pathfinder. I got some other ones coming out soon too.
Cool. And I'm Shareef, your DM, Frank, Duo, Shaka, all these people. You can find me at ShareefJackson.com, ShareefJackson.com. That has links to everything else, to Gaming List Good, like my YouTube service, to Spawn on Me, to the podcast, to Star Trek Adventures, which I do with Tanya as well. And also, I'm Shareef Jackson on all social networks. This is my first show. Thank you, everybody. And we're out. Peace.
Bye.